150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Tigers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Clowney. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Memphis Tigers offense will go on the attack first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Let's take a minute here to talk a little Memphis. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Time to take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So LSU's offense will get the ball for the first time. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectations for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so Those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. At the 45, on his way. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Vaughn. Finds his man. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, one of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters. You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Gets it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They'll try to start the second quarter by putting points on the board with a field goal. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. And tackled there by the defense. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this, and he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Vaughn. This time on target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And they'll just down it right there.
Dude, how about that? Boom. I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Makes the catch. It's Thompson. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run the option. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll take it himself. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Clowney. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Thompson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls it in, it's Thompson. On the move at the 30. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's caught, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis!
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation, so let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Looking to throw, it's Vaughn. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. LSU quick to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Find some fresh air. There he goes. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Tigers will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense. Back to pass, it's Vaughn. Quickly to the tight end.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the change for a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Looking left. He makes a catch. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. From the gun to give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And that's gonna fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's got an open man. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Vaughn. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Kick is in the air. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Got it! Touchdown, Tiger! And the pummeling has started.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Off-play action on first down. Complete to the left. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to throw, it's Vaughn. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Brings it down on the right side. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll go right back to him. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on fourth down.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1.
Oh, and they blocked it. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Out of the end zone. Maybe a little too bold on that return as he's out of bounds at the 11. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Back to throw, it's Vaughn. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. To throw, it's Vaughn. On target.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something.
Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those 1st downs. Get those big chunks.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Fires to the middle. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Memphis wants to move quickly. They'll leave it with him. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Now facing a 3rd and long. Jackrabbit. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further. They just put a field goal on the board, and now they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
One more play to pad the stats. Here we go. Looking for a man. It's Vaughn. Fires toward the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They